expressing instead of impressing, expressing yourself, being yourself,
Yeah.
allowing yourself to also show up, and also making mistakes in a way. Because for me, creativity doesn't mean that it's all perfect. It's also maybe being ugly, being just yourself, and whatever that means, and in whatever shape that comes.
Welcome to a new episode of Creativity and Beyond. This is episode 8. We got a special guest. Also, it's me alone. I'm a loner as a host this time.
Sad.
So, yeah, we got another artist, creative, maker, dancer, performer, choreographer, whatever else there is, you know what I mean? But yeah, we got another creative in the house, and I will let you introduce yourself, Frann. So if you could introduce yourself to our 5 watchers, listeners.
Which I am one of.
You're one of them. Now there's only 4.
No. Okay, so my name is Frann Schollaert. I use she, they pronouns. I am a performer, maker. I like to say versatile creative. I do a little bit of everything. And I am originally from Belgium. I'm now here in the Netherlands based. And I studied at Fontys Academy of the Arts for 4 years. I graduated last year. And there I did contemporary urban. And then I also did the choreography department. And at the moment, I am again doing a little bit of everything. Creating, performing, and also getting a bit into the ballroom scene at the moment, which I'm very happy of to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think now it's finished. Yeah, I don't have headphones on, so I cannot hear if it's the soundbite is finished. But yeah, you know the drill. It's like the way you said it, you know. But let's go back to your origin as an artist, as a human, you know. Well, in terms of creativity, like what was, or when and what was the first kind of like art that you came across with?
Ooh, the first art. I mean, I don't know if I really had like a first art experience. It was more that I'm dancing already since I was 3 years old. Okay. So I'm now 23 years. Yeah.
But so did you get inspired by someone or something?
Not necessarily. Okay. It was more that my mom, she saw that I was very hyperactive. Okay. And she said girl, you need to do something. And she put me on dance. Okay. So then I just started. Yeah. What dance classes? What were you doing? It was a lot of different stuff. It started, I think, a lot with like ballet, but like very cutesy type of ballet for little children. Yeah. And then after a while, I started to expand. I did some hip hop, but I mean, hip hop, you know? Yeah, like the studio dance. Urban dance. Yeah, exactly. But this is all in Belgium because you're born and raised there. Exactly. Yes. Which city? Dendermonde. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. You'll know. Just Google it. You can AI the voice. Do that. I'm gonna murder the pronunciation of it. Well, so at this, at what age were you trying to do taking the hip hop classes? I started, I think, expanding like a bit more my dancey around the age of 8. And then I went to like this one dancing school where they had like a lot of different classes. And then I was like, oh my God, I want to try everything. And I did a lot, like I did even cheerleading and stuff. Like it was crazy. And then I did hip hop, also jazz, like. Yeah, a lot of different styles. Yes. Like, that's crazy. And like at that time, what style did you kind of like fall in love with? I think for me it was still, I was really still this ballet type of contemporary, whatever that also meant at the time. Modern, exactly.
Modern style. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And then all of the other things were more like also trying it out. But then later on I started to understand that also because I wanted to do so much that I also really liked a lot of different stuff.
That's actually good though. I feel like that's actually how an artist should go about coming out, like try different things, because you get one thing from this style, one thing from another.
Yes.
That's where you build your own style, and the way you move and the way you approach things. I feel like because I was the same coming up. I was trying different things.
Yes.
Now I'm like, okay, I just do my own thing, and I can see that, I can feel that also. That's because of the curiosity.
Yes. That's a good word.
But at what point of your life, or on your age wise, so because you're in high school at this, right? At what point in your life were you like, okay, I'm gonna actually pursue dance?
That was at 12 years old.
12 years
and
old.
It's crazy.
First year high school, or
that was first year. Because then I decided to actually do a pre-dance education in Belgium.
In Belgium,
yes,
here. Okay.
Exactly. In Belgium, we have a different system where you actually in your high school can also do dance already, a little bit like Fontys, but then
cool.
It is super nice. So I had 6 years already before Fontys of like pre-professional training, and at that moment it felt very normal for me to do that and to pursue that.
And that was just modern style.
It's mostly like contemporary modern ballet based, improv also. A lot focus on performing. But there is also sometimes that they bring like guests, and then it's also a bit more open. I also learned house for the first time, and I was this is also
the first urban.
The first urban, because then we also really said that, and now I'm like, ooh. Yes.
That's how they call it though in those places,
Yes.
But so you did that for 4 years, like 6 years, the pre-education. And what brought you to Fontys?
And at the last year of my pre-dance education, we were informed like what you want to do like for the rest of your life, if you want to do something else or if you want to pursue it. And I was really still very much in love with dance and with creation also. So then I was like, okay, I sure want to try to do audition and see where this path still takes me. And then I did audition, and Fontys was the only one at the time. By the way, it was Corona times.
Shit.
I had Corona times, yes.
So you started Fontys
in COVID. It was 2019. I think so, yes.
Mid of 2019.
Yes.
Damn, that's crazy.
That was.
How was that experience?
That was.
How were you guys doing classes?
That was so weird because like also the audition itself was online. Fully.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, and like also really because you have this expectation of like I'm gonna show up to an audition. I'm gonna have to express, like be myself, and they will pick me or not. But now it felt so distant and so weird because you have to do everything online. But then when I was chosen, I remember still this was like the first impression from like Fontys. Maartje, she came up to me and she was like, yeah, I saw you on the videos and you looked so small, but you're so tall. And I was like, yeah, sure. So and then afterwards the classes were so difficult to do online.
I mean, I feel like even audition would be hard to kind of like judge, because
it was
dance is different when you do it like on. I mean, if it's pre-recorded is okay, but when it's like a live thing,
exactly,
like
it is
the music,
so different.
The way it sounds, the movement, it's just like
it was difficult, challenging.
Sounds crazy.
Yes.
But how is the classes like?
Well, I also still have vague memories of that we had to with our class, because also our class was split up in two, and then we had some sort of rotating system where sometimes we could follow it in real life, and then the other half has to do it online. But sometimes we all had to be online, and then it was in your own room, small tiny room.
That's crazy.
Yes. And then Joshua, I still remember she was just like trying to push us with afro, but like me in my room doing afro. In your room? It was like crazy. Yeah, there were times. Oh no, it was very challenging.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys had floor work classes also. So how were you doing floor work?
That was crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's crazy. But actually, how long did that last? Like a year, and then you guys.
I think it was a year, but we also had then sometimes like this opportunity to sometimes do it in real life, sometimes not, and then slowly, gradually we came. Also, I think it was
second year you guys were
I think already end of the first year, but then it was still a bit regulated because then I remember we had end performances, and then we still had 2 groups, but then not like there was no audience, but then we still could be with each other. So
that's weird.
Yeah, it like, felt so weird. It felt crazy.
That's so weird. I cannot. I'm trying to imagine this.
Yes,
I cannot.
You.
I'm just like how So basically, first year was kind of like a whack thing. Like
it felt, and it's quite sad actually because I do feel like we had nice classes, and it was also your first year. Even. Beyond being in school, we didn't really have like this Tilburg viewing, like seeing clubs or stuff. We didn't really do that. Like Purple Week, not at all.
Yeah, especially at those times. Cause I think pre-corona, there was a lot of things going on. I think with Fontys, because I already know the people that was there. I think they had a lot of things going on.
Yeah,
like
I think
almost every 2 months. Like there's always events, not even just from Fontys, like from everywhere. But of course, Corona time. Like, as a dancer, performer, as an artist, actually in general, there's nothing. Like everything is just shut down. Actually, I feel like those 2 years was like I don't even count that.
No,
I'm still 29 years old, guys. I'm not 31. That 2 years is like gone, It's like from 2018, it's already like 2020, Like there's nothing in between.
Literally.
Oh man, but so second year was already back.
Yes.
Classes.
Yes, that I remember.
Cool. And then that's basically your first experience. Creating with people, actually being with people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. What is the best lessons you've taken from being studying in Fontys, as a creative person?
I do think now, because I'm graduated, I can see a bit like it more from like a distant point of view. And I feel like just in general, Fontys was actually a very nice school where I learned a lot, where I got to meet a lot of nice people, outside, inside, just also collaborating with different disciplines. This is also one thing that I really liked. And I mean, I do think, but this is a philosophy that I hold, like in general, I do think it's partially our own responsibility to make the best out of it, and to also, of course, you can have your boundaries, but also know when you can actually do something. Because in Fontys, I know for myself, I wanted to also do a lot more than only following the classes. So then I did, and I could do that. So I also say this now when new Fontys students ask me like how was your experience, I say like you can really do things you want to do and just go do that, especially in your free choice year. I didn't really have I did have free choice year, but I did choreography as well, so it's a bit more difficult. But especially in your free choice, you can do so much. Like they give you space, they listen to you, they support you. This I really liked in Fontys. And also without Fontys, I'm not so sure if I would be this artist, this authentic voice. So
that's cool.
That's
cool. Actually, I forgot to ask, like, who or what was your inspiration in your artistry from a young age, like when you were 12 and now?
I'm not so sure if I had like a woo, but I do think like when I was in my pre-dance education, I got inspired a lot by just seeing people move. And this really, for me, a very easy act that we sometimes forget about. Is so powerful and so beautiful to witness. And then especially for me, it was also super nice to see like other than choreographers or teachers work with students. And then I got inspired and I was like, I also really want to do this. I also want to co-create, collaborate, work with people. So just this simple act inspired me to also do that.
That's cool. And what was your whys when you were younger, comparing to now? Like, why do you dance? Like, of course, one thing is to express, but is there something more?
I think when I was younger, it was very superficial, and of course, I think I see it sometimes still with like now, like dancers. It's like mostly like, because indeed we want to express ourselves, or we just want to move. But because I did then Bach, the choreography department, I started to understand that for me it has way different layers to it. Because I also feel like for me there are certain things I cannot really express otherwise, and through the body and through being physical and through showing your vulnerability, authenticity, I can express myself more. It's also healing very much. Like it's for me very therapeutic.
For sure.
And when I was younger, I was really doing it for fun. And of course, I still try to make it fun. But sometimes I also...
Sometimes, you lose that because it's work.
Exactly. And that's also a balance, I guess, to uphold. But yeah, I'm very much like trying to find this still meaningful sense to movement. And there are a lot of layers to that, which are like... in my work also embodied, let's say like this.
It's like really embodying the character, really telling the story.
Yes.
Like one of the pieces that I really liked from you was the Unfamiliar one.
Thanks.
Because I mean we filmed that. I was like, this is really cool. Like I could imagine that piece in a forest.
Like I'm also thinking about certain stuff. Like
you gotta collab.
Let's do it.
It's still summer. Sure. We can talk about it later on.
Yes.
But so that was so after college, like what have you been doing after school? It has been very actually very positive. Like I cannot really complain. Like I really had to after Fontys and still a bit. Before you keep going, after Fontys you won something, right? Yes. How was that? Because I won Jacques de Leeuw. I don't know if I pronounced that Jacques de Leeuw. Jacques de Leeuw. Yes. But I won Jacques de Leeuw awards last year. Super, like I'm super blessed to have won that, and it's like also sometimes I see the videos back from that moment and it's so surreal. It's crazy. Did you actually expect to at least place or go far in the competition, or everything was like... Actually, it's like not necessarily like this competition type of trajectory. It's more like we're in this with like 10 people, and then they just pick one person at the end of the path. And I did not really like, it's like people said it a lot to me, like you will win, and I was like, but I'm not so sure. We are with so many talented people, like really. I even collab with some of them because they are really good. And then when they picked me, I was very much like, whoa, like it reassured something in me, because it was also this moment of like, I've worked my ass off for something that I really care about, because this is also the thing, I don't only want to work my ass off, I really care about what I'm doing. And then getting this recognition from also other artists, because the jury was all also very like, they are artists, they know their shit, you know. That was so nice. It's like knowing that people appreciate your art and what you're doing. Exactly. is something very fulfilling, even though at some point you kind of lose motivation, energy, because you know when you do certain things so much,
exactly,
you're doing it also, of course, to get heard. And winning something like this reassure with yourself that like, okay, I am doing something.
I'm doing
people
something.
See it, and that's all like I wanted, because you
exactly
know? But actually what like mentioning that, you know, sometimes we get off track, we lose motivation. What keeps you motivated, like is it a discipline or is it motivation?
I do think for me this is a very interesting question at these times, because I like what I wanted to say a bit earlier, like after Fontys I needed a bit of a break, and still I am a little bit in this phase of like I'm taking a break but also slowly making my way into the field. Because I feel like what I lost, or like not fully lost, but it's like I sometimes miss certain also connections with people, community, honesty, respect also within the field in a broader aspect, but also with just people working with. And now what actually motivates me is finding for me then the right people to work with, even if it's just for one time, or people that I truly admire as people, and then they show interest in my work, and then I'm like, let's do something, let's create. And that's actually what keeps me going. And then for sure something that I kind of put myself, like how do I say this, like it's like some sort of motivation that I put myself is like I really was meant like I was put here on earth to do this. So I cannot, like, of course, like I'm also sweet with myself. I'm like, okay, if one day it's not gonna work out, it's fine. It's not so hard. I'm not so hard on myself. But at the same time, I also really wanna pursue this because I have certain goals. I have certain dreams. I'm very passionate about art. So But
actually, what was your parents' reaction when you wanted to pursue dance? Like,
that was very interesting. Well, to be honest, at the time they were very supportive, and I'm very thankful actually for their reaction at the time, because I don't really have a good connection at the moment with my family, but at the time they were just really like, if you want to do this, you do that, we're gonna support you financially, and we will come see your performances. Although along the way they were like, how is it gonna be, and like a bit unsure, but I think they meant it very like out of care, which I also understand, because it is a tough world. I still do see that already, and I think that is true. But they were quite open to this.
So it wasn't a struggle, like
no, it was more that they sometimes were a bit like, but do you see yourself really doing this in your future? Are you really gonna make money out of this? So those typical questions, you know. But they still like supported me along the way.
But it's actually different nowadays, right? Like most parents now are like, because they see that dance and entertainment industry brings a lot of money, even just social media. You don't need to be getting on TV anymore. No. But now they're more like getting supported. And then they even buy their kids, I don't know, equipment, stuff like this, bringing them to classes.
literally.
Like, I wish I had that.
I understand.
I would have been a different person right now, but then again, maybe it wasn't meant to be or whatever, you know, because my experience, I don't regret nothing from my experiences, because it made me who I am right now, as a person, as a human, as an artist, whatever. So but it's just very interesting to see the contrast from not even long ago, like maybe 10 years ago.
It is
a completely different like approach to supporting a kid when it comes to being an artist and stuff like that. But funny thing.
It is.
Funny thing. But so after school, you did a lot of activities like performances.
Yeah, like so because of winning Jacques de Leeuw, I did have a lot of opportunities still, actually, which I like, that was actually very crazy. Like, I got to still, they invited me for really random things. Like, I got to perform in certain musea and stuff, and that's super nice, because I actually really like to also not only perform in a black box. So I got some opportunities, and then after that I also did some performative small project with certain makers that I will also work with soon. And then also it's a lot about networking, I feel like, because then I have now some I have some connections now with certain art houses, with Ons Brabant, for example, and United Cowboys, so I'm also happy for that. But it's also really a lot doing your own thing. Like, this is something that I actually also like to do when I have the headspace for it. It's creating your own opportunities. And that's through networking, through talking, through showing up,
and showing yourself, like your skills and dance, and like the best opportunity is the ones you create. Not the one that people give to you, or a lot of people wait, for the opportunity to come. It's like, it's always there. You just gotta take the action to take it, and then you'll get it. Sometimes you'll get rejection, whatever, but that's part of it. If you don't get it, you're not gonna get better as an artist, because rejection pushes you to be better as a person, as an artist, so but did you audition a lot lately?
Well, I did not really audition so much, but again, like, I did some networking, and because of that, I got invited for some smaller projects where I will be part of, which I'm very thankful for. And
do you want to share those projects right now?
Yes, for sure. Yes. I will be part of, I will be a guide for Annemijns Rijk's new production. It's called The Lab. Y'all check it out, because it's coming in Tilburg in September. Super nice. And then I also will be part of Anthony's Van Gogh new creation, The Quiet. And that will be premiering in March 2026 or May. It was something with an M, I think. May.
One of those.
Yeah, exactly.
January, March, April, May. June, July. Yeah, so it's either March or May. I even forgot my months too.
But for sure you will see it on my Instagram. I put everything on there.
I will link her IG below or somewhere there. You'll see it.
Yes.
But so far, what is the best experience that you've had
with dance? Or in general?
In general. Well, it's up to you. Whatever you want to share, openly share to 4 viewers, maybe 5 right now. So I don't know.
My best experience. Then I need to think. Because I just came from a very nice 2 weeks. It was very intense, but I was performer at Tomorrowland. And it's super sick. I also got sick, but it's super nice, it's super intense, it's super challenging, but it's such a once in a lifetime experience.
For sure.
And of course it's not maybe the best experience of my life, but now I'm saying it's this was really a highlight for me this past month. Crazy opportunity. Also, I wanted to, since I was 17 years old, already go to Tomorrowland. And then...
I mean, you're Belgian, so it's a Belgium thing.
Yes.
Tomorrowland is the biggest festival?
Yes.
Belgium?
Yeah. Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. And I really wanted to see Dimitri Vegas and Mike, because it was one of the people that I wanted to really see.
Yeah.
And then I never could go. And then recently, 2 months ago, a friend of mine who was in the team of the Tomorrowland people just texted me we are still searching performers. And I was sign me up.
I'm right here. I'm Belgian.
Take me
Tomorrowland.
Yes. So
I don't need to get paid. Just give me drinks and free ticket.
Literally, we got free drinks. So
that says a lot. Says a lot. Okay, since you talked about the highlight, we cannot just always always show and tell people highlights, like what is like the low times or the hardship that you would like to share with people, like, and how you overcame this.
Sure. I actually because you mentioned unfamiliar. So when I was 17, I really had like bad struggles with like suicidal thoughts, and it was really a tough time. I have a lot of shitty situations in my life. Not to sound like a victim or something, but like really because I want to acknowledge those. And around that time, it was very hard for me to still find motivation and to still see a future even. But actually, the only thing that kept me like going was creating and performing, because I saw something, as I said, like it was this purpose of mine to do so. So actually going through this really tough phase made me realize like there is something that I was meant to do here on earth. So that was really a tough time, and then I actually just kept going and going. And now all of my struggles or the things that I'm going through are actually the fuel for my work, for what I create. So that's also very interesting to see for myself that I'm actually really having my outlet.
That's cool.
And then recently, because I also have been now a year struggling a little bit with, like, it's very weird. So I have like eye migraine situation. It's like very weird. Like I never heard about it, but like I have this a year, and it's like you see those small spots on your.
Like, it's like when you get up too fast. Or something,
yeah, but it's still a little different. Like it's like some black. Yeah, it's weird, and I've been struggling with this for a year, and it's affecting a little bit like my presence in life, because I then sometimes feel a bit dissociated.
Right. Because you become internal focus, because when it comes on, it's weird.
Like it's really weird. And when I'm really struggling with that, it's like very tough. But then I'm also again reusing it in my art,
exactly.
Because I want to do that.
I mean that's the best way to kind of like get through.
Exactly.
All these things is because sometimes you cannot really talk about it. Because when I was having like anxiety attacks, I also couldn't talk about it. So I just show it through visuals, and through creating something. But I feel like everybody goes through some things anyway. They just cannot talk about it, but a lot of people don't have any outlet.
Exactly.
So and it's hard. It's hard to get over it. But
exactly.
You see people, like, I think everybody have their own struggles. You know that. You can see that.
Everyone.
But it's just how you manage it and deal with it.
Yes.
That's why artists are crazy, because we all go through something. It's just that we're getting through life because of the things, the outlet, the art,
how
the art we
it.
create. That's And is Unfamiliar your favorite piece right now? Like you created, or?
That's actually a good question, because I recently was thinking about because now it has been a year that I didn't really create something big or something, so I could actually look a bit at like a distance at my works that I created. And I'm not so sure if I have like a favorite, but Unfamiliar was really for me the first key in my whole Broken Bodies research and in my whole Bodies Being Bodies platform, because Unfamiliar was also, as I said before, like with my suicidal thoughts, it's also the reason why I'm still creating. So it's also really an important message for me, but also for other people to speak more about certain taboos and to also see it through art. It was mostly my favorite piece because I received like super how do I say this, like valuable and vulnerable thoughts that I actually really hold close to me. But I also made super nice pieces with other people that I am super proud of. Actually, I'm actually, all of the pieces after my Unfamiliar, I'm very proud of what we've achieved. Maybe it's not like the best in like skills or like whatever, but I'm always happy to work with people. I think that's also one of the reasons why I keep on doing it. Because I love to work with people.
Just connecting and
and putting them in their light, because I really value that.
But is there a favorite project that you've done in the past that really impacted
so for me, I think it was two of my recent ones. It's like I did a project, it's like a solo project that I did. I created solos on 15 people, and it was also there were non-dancers, like for example Bonjin was in it, was more a musician, but it was so nice to work with different people and to really collaborate and work with their skills and see how we can find a middle ground together. And also what people really said afterwards is that they really saw the people that I worked with, the performers, the bodies, and also really my artistic voice in it. And that's also what I really aim to do. So it was nice also to do this and share this. And then for sure my graduation performance was it's called Whoops. That was also one of my highlights, because I really created something in 2 days. That was crazy. And I really think I rounded my bachelor choreography department off in a really strong way that I was very proud of. And I could also finally, because I sometimes have this struggle with how much is your art like an outlet for like political stuff. Of course, like art, I do think art is political in itself, but where is the balance of like how abstract do you make it, or how literal are you gonna send out your message? So that piece, I really had the message for me, like a clear message, but I didn't want to like force it on the audience. It was more like, okay, this is what I want to say, and if you see something different, it's fine. But I was very proud after all that I just did that, and that I went for that, because at the time, and still, it is very important for me that my art is not only just beautiful, like really, like it's also an outlet, it's also it creates impact, it is political, you know. So
and when you're approaching creation, like when you're creating something, like do you approach each project similarly or different from the way you would cater it to the audience? Like, do you think of the audience or more like really just doing it for myself?
This is something I've been busy with recently, to think about this, because I am not so sure if I do it for my audience or for myself. I think I am just trying to make a piece at the end of the day. And if the piece resonates, which I believe in, or also the people that carry the piece, if we believe in it, I hope it comes across. So I'm not necessarily busy with like, oh, I need the audience to feel like this, because I have also been part of those projects. And also as an audience, sometimes viewing those pieces is for me to... like, it's like, nope, then I'm shutting down. But of course, I also know that we can create impact with art, or I have this awareness that I also really want to make something clear for an audience. So therefore, I'm also trying to find a balance between like how abstract, as I said, and how literal can I approach. And if I for sure approach a creation process, it's always going to be different. And I also want to hold myself to that I always want to try different stuff, because I don't want to get stuck with certain patterns, because I still want to expand and learn. Even though I am the maker, I still also want to learn from new tools, from new methods, from the people that come in and stuff.
And since we're here now, usually I ask this question like a bit more towards the end, but since we're here now, what is your creative process like? How
my creative process,
Frann's brain works? I
yes.
mean, it could be different every time, but there's always that certain formula.
For sure. I think for sure what I strive for in my creative process is creating a safer space for individuals to explore their own authenticity. And authenticity is a really big word. Like I've been researching this now a year, I think, and it has for me something to do with being vulnerable, expressing yourself, finding something deeper, not being busy with forms, but more from intention, moving from there, with just be allowing yourself to be. And from that point, creating that space for people to express themselves, I start to work, and there are certain methods that I use for that. It's like I work a lot with scores, and scores are just certain structures where there is space for improv or room to explore within the moment, and then certain cues on music or on timing, but it leaves space for you to do your own thing a little bit, and then I can adjust it or say like, oh, how does this feel? Can we try this direction? Can we together, mostly in dialogue, can we reform something? And then what else do I do? I mean, I like both physical stuff but also theatrical stuff, and then I also, with my more theatrical side, it's more like working out of play. So then we put on like play is for me very important, because that keeps like because my work tends to be more heavy and intense, but that keeps also a certain lightness to it. So playing around, like I'm also a bit inspired by Fighting Monkeys, for example. So like just
shout out to
Jade.
There you go.
Literally, I worked with her. Like it's so nice, like Fighting Monkeys, for example, or just partnering stuff to just be also together and laugh, and then afterwards go maybe more intense. And then I think for me also, just reflecting is also a big part. Talking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And sometimes we forget that we just move a lot, but like it's also nice to talk and to reflect and question and dialogue about the experience.
That's cool. Like you have a proper like steps, because it's a perfect step like for creation, because you have the play. Like I mean, I was gonna ask about play, but that was one of the most important thing, I think. And also the discussion at the end, like really rethinking what you've just done, and like basically trying to, you have your thought process and you're just looking at your thought process. That's really important also, I think, in a creation process. But I was gonna ask about play, but I will skip that. So how important is freestyle for you?
Ooh, freestyle.
Like improv, freestyle.
Yes. Yeah, because for me, like freestyling and improv is very different already. But improv in my work is very important in the sense, like it's like a controlled improv, because I am searching for something that also allows the bodies to be in the moment and to not fully be fixed towards a certain form. So for example, my Unfamiliar solo is also a lot with actually improv. Of course, there are certain cues that I know, but it's a lot about how I'm feeling and reconnecting with my suicidal thoughts, and bringing it into this moment. So, which is also, by the way, very heavy, but also nice to do. But improv, like for me, improv allows us to be something that maybe you don't always do when it's like set material. At least also from my own experience, when I was in certain pieces where I just had to do more like set movement, I lost a spark, I lost an authentic part of me, and I was more this robot who just had to do stuff. But improv allows me to just be and to do stuff. And when it comes to just also freestyling, like with freestyling, I also, by the way, learned so much, like just by freestyling on different music, freestyling with different essences or styles. Also something that I like actually to do, because I'm more like this contemporary maker, but I also really like to work with street and club styles actually in my own works, and will do that more in the future, because I do think we can really do something in theater also with street and club styles. But freestyling is helping me also a lot to express and to musicality also.
That's true. We like approaching different musics that you've never heard of before, and next thing you know, you're killing that song for God knows how. You know, it's just like you just connect. And I feel like to be a really good dancer, you really have to dance to different kind of music, even though you don't like the music.
This is really my this is also one really method that I have. It's like if I'm working with my dancers for a while, and then I just put on my, like, I have Spotify likes, and then I just put it on shuffle, and then they have to just improv on random stuff because I listen to everything. And then that's also a way to learn how to just go and do and express
and not think.
Exactly.
You practice not thinking of what to do because you just move. Like most dancers movers thinks too much, I think. Because a lot of them can really dance good, but afraid to jump in the pool of, like, you know what, I don't have any structure in my mind, I'm just gonna move. Like they're afraid to do that, and I'm like, just dance, just show yourself, like just be you, you know, because a lot of people are mainly just performers, and they're happy with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's more like, you know, it's nice to show yourself, and also for other people to see, you know, like your authentic self, just being there, being vulnerable, doing you know, sharing who you are to the circle. And I really think everybody should do that. Every dancer should be able to do that. If you move, do that. Jump in the pool, man, you know, like go for it. But let's talk about styles. What do you think your bass styles, like you how you built your movement now?
My own movement, I mean, okay, so I'm very much influenced by street and club styles for sure, but that is like, okay, so I have my I'm like also a bit splitting, so to make it clear. So I, as a mover, I do a lot of different stuff. As a maker, I have really a set specific essence, but I'm open for collaborations and stuff. But mostly as a mover, I am very much inspired by indeed street and club styles. I really love house. House is really for me, also just for me, this is such a different thing. It's not only about the steps, it's really about the club culture, and also the real club culture, and the essence of freedom, authenticity, expression. There is something also when house music comes on, there is something for me totally aligns. It's like I can just do, and I can just express. And then, I mean, for example, crump has been also, I did some crump classes, for actually such a small amount of time. I wish I did more. From Lenny I took. And crump has also such an interesting, for me, connection to my work, actually, because...
Can't wait to see you doing crump with someone. I haven't seen
this
that.
This is so, like, because, first of all, it's, like, so emotional, like, for me, crump. And if I see other people do it, it's, like, crazy. Because for me, there is, like, a difference between being a character and also really embodying like emotions, and if I see crumpers do it, it's like they are just this thing. They become, and it's so
gives you goosebumps.
Oh, that's so crazy.
It makes you wanna like just you know, just get up and
like crump is so dope, like really. And also for me, it's nice to play also a bit more masculine energy in those in this style. And then I am for sure also, as I said already, very much into ballroom and into voguing. There for me, it's very much also about the culture and about contributing back to them or to the scene. Because I missed, like in general with street and club styles, I miss that there we see it a lot or approach it a lot as just movement. And I really want to encourage also people to educate yourself, but also to really learn styles and to understand that it's a culture rather than only movement. And when I see that in people within ballroom, but also with crumpers, for example, I'm so amazed. Like it's so beautiful. Then I'm like, I want to work with you. do something. You're great. And then in general, I feel like I'm also very much inspired by other people, like other performers, other dancers, that are really not doing the same stuff that other people are doing. People who are just being themselves.
Original,
like for example, Simon Bus and Alessia Dobish are like, for me, very much like they have their own style. They are influenced by jazz and house, but they keep it in an abstract form. It's so nice. When I see them move, I'm like, great.
They have a project right now with Dance Brabant also.
Yes. They are also house makers there.
So check them out too. Check out everything about Dance Brabant anyway.
Yes, also.
So shout out Dance Brabant always. But that's the styles. What to say this? Like, what is the style that influenced you a lot, actually? Like, do you think right now in the way you move?
I mean, again, like it's I do think that I have some people like choreographers, or like, for example, Pina Bausch. She's like a big theater maker, physical theater maker. She passed away sadly, but her work was like one of the few works that I saw where I could see like a bit of resonance with.
No, I just got shocked. It's 50 minutes in.
Damn.
It felt like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's because we need to slowly get.
Yes. Crazy.
Oh man.
Pina Bausch is like one of the. Also look her up, or the work. It's like one of the first people that I saw using like physical theater. So that inspired me also as a maker. And as a mover, at the moment, I'm mostly inspired by. But I mean, for me, it's an interesting word. Like, I'm just trying to again learn from voguing, and that's a little bit my
your exploration right
at the
now.
moment. Exactly.
Oh, that's cool. You can only pick one to do.
Damn.
Would you be a performer, a maker, or just a dancer, freestyler? Like,
damn.
You can only pick one. And why would you pick this?
Ooh. At the moment, I think. Ooh. Like, I think that.
Tough.
Because I do think, I know. Like, for me, it's like, I do think I also work with phases. So, like, I do think I want to say at this moment performer, because I do have the need, also with the projects that are coming up, I do have the need to perform again, to be on stage and feel this magic again. But I would never want to let go of like creating. Like, for sure. So it's like just me saying this now, and maybe I will regret this, but no, I think it's for me at the moment performing, right? If I should choose.
I mean, it's understandable, but it's a fun question.
For sure.
It's like, actually, I don't know. That's a very hard question to answer.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, okay. What does creativity mean? Wait. Before this, do you ever experience creative block since?
Creative blocks. Yes, for sure.
What do you do to?
I think I'm really in one now. What do I do to continue or
to actually get over this block, or to get back into getting all these visuals in your head again?
I think for me it's just also learning how to use this in the work, or in the space, or in the moment, because I can just sit with it and reflect, and I take my time that I do. But then now for me it's indeed jumping again into the pool and just being like, okay, I have this block a little bit, I have a challenge, how am I gonna work with it? And that maybe doesn't have answers now, but I do think I work very intuitively, so then I will find my way. into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you're still trying to discover how to navigate.
Yes, and I think it will always be a bit different for me because I had certain creative blocks before where I felt like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the studio and dance a bit and then something new will arise, and that can help. But sometimes it's also not what I need.
It depends really, right, on situations.
Yes.
Yeah, because to be honest, I'm also right now on the same thing. But I have different approaches before to do, but all those things that I used to do is not helping right now. So
yes.
You know what? I'm just gonna do whatever now. If it comes, it comes.
Exactly.
I don't know what to do anymore.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a crazy thing.
It is.
So what does creativity mean to you?
Well, I think, again, as I said before, it has to do something with, for me, authenticity and with expressing instead of, I always say it, expressing instead of impressing, expressing yourself, being yourself, allowing yourself to also show up, and also making mistakes in a way. Because for me, creativity doesn't mean that it's all perfect. It's also maybe being ugly, being just yourself, and whatever that means, and in whatever shape that comes. And also that also has to do for me something with community or with people allowing you to also do that, because I don't think my creativity or other people's creativity comes from just being alone. It also comes from exchanging and being together, connecting, learning, growing.
Exchanging minds,
exactly.
Don't be a loner in this world. You'll never get anywhere.
No, true.
No matter what you do in life, you alone, it's not gonna go. I mean, you get far enough, but you will never get to your destination.
Yeah, that's true.
So you need people around. Community is, we're humans. We need community.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So what are the 3 things that you want to share to people? You want people to check out, whatever it is.
For sure. I want to, first of all, one maker that really inspired me, and I'm gonna work with him, is Anthony van Gogh. He made a piece last year, I think it premiered, but I saw it this year. It was with Evangelos. And it was so nice. It's called Crowdkill, so if you can see it, do that. I'm not so sure if it still plays like in real life, but there are videos, and I'm gonna be in his new piece. So The Quiet, it comes, check it out. Great work, super nice people. The second thing you should check out, now I have time. I saw another super nice performance. I'm also a bit switching my preference of, I'm not watching a lot of dance anymore. I'm more switching to performance. And I saw a super nice performance. It's called Ha. I forgot her name, but I saw her at Maker Sessies at Dans Brabant, and it's super performative, and she really goes fully for it. It's more with voice, and it's playing at Amsterdam Fringe normally.
Fringe Fest.
So if you can watch that, recommended by me, really good.
Check it out.
Yes. And then also one thing that I want to say, and that has to do with me, I'm gonna also promote myself. I will be making a new piece. It will probably premiere at the Nieuwe Vorst. It will premiere at the Nieuwe Vorst, and 2026. And it's called Sexy Little Fucker. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Make sure you check it out, yo, sexy little motherfuckers.
Yes. You should.
Okay, we're getting there towards the end. Exactly, almost an hour. Yeah, it's crazy. One time. Before I ask this last question, like, is there like anything you want to share to everyone that I didn't ask you, or I don't know? If there's anything.
You got this. Is there anything I want to still share? Some juice.
Yeah. Give him the juice.
No, I think I want to say one thing. Like I do, as I was already a bit talking about community, I do really want to say that I am very thankful that I had certain communities around me, and that I'm also a bit navigating, like also now with entering the ballroom scene, like what community means for me. And I am very thankful for the people that I met. But at the same time, I do think, and that's something I want to say, is that we should maybe as community or just in general as people in the working field talk a bit more about what community means, what a safer space means, and all of those things. Because I really wanted to say that out of the bottom of my heart, that we could move forward and become better humans, all of us. Yes.
Build a better community.
Exactly.
Make better humans.
Exactly.
That's it. That's where the world is going. And do you have any like advice for struggling artists to find their authenticity or just to be themselves, basically?
Yeah, I think first thing that I want to say has to do with just getting comfortable with not knowing. Also being okay with struggling, being okay with the fact that you don't know what will be, because I do think in that there will be again something new coming. And then also, if you would like, I am always open to exchange and to find together what it means to be authentic. Or I'm really serious, I'm laughing, but I really like to do this, to just go into the studio if you're lost, if you don't know what to do, even if it's just dialoguing, even if it's moving, even if it's just fucking around.
It's okay, you can curse. Like
I can curse.
We curse all these motherfucking viewers right here, you little fuckers.
Yeah, but like even if it's just to go into the studio and play, I'm super open to just spark something together, because I think it's also about doing this together and not feeling alone in being lost. And then you will find something, because you are authentic. Everyone is authentic.
Exactly. Everybody got their own. Like if you're human, you would walk different than the other person.
For sure.
You would fucking swing your hands differently. It's like the way you walk, the way you talk, the way your voice is, how deep it is or whatever.
Exactly.
It's different. That's what makes you authentic, and that should also be the way you move as a dancer.
Exactly.
The way you create, like
this
you
is
show yourself. Juice.
Period.
I learned it through the podcast. I used to not learn. This is a podcast, like a free therapy session.
Yeah, like so literally.
If y'all are going through life or something, start a podcast.
But like me soon.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Is there anything else I want to ask before this last question? There's we're at the TDP space right now.
The TDP.
Then again, if you want to explore, you can use this space also. Just hit up Tilburg Dance Platform. Hit them up, and you will have the space, the studio, and you can invite Frann to go with you, and you can
for sure
explore other people. Just hit up the community chat, whatever. So dance, be you, man.
Yes.
So, with all that being said, the ultimate question.
Damn.
¿Qué será? I don't know why I said that.
Damn.
So, what are the 3 philosophies that you live by?
Well, I think again it comes always back to like certain essences of my work or like values. Like I do, one thing, and the philosophy is indeed being yourself. And I'm not so sure if this is like a philosophy I mean it, I think in general, also being yourself in life, and not being afraid of being yourself, because I've been there, and still sometimes I am, that I'm so afraid of being myself, and that actually I see that if you are just yourself, it's going to be okay. And it's a scary thing. It's for sure a scary thing. But I also learned it a little bit through ballroom, like just going into it and just doing it. So that was nice. Another philosophy I'm not so sure if it's a philosophy again, but it's something that I like to do and that helps me is questioning a lot. Questioning almost everything that you do, and not to the point that it's like fucking your brain, but it's more like just trying to reflect a lot about what you're doing also in arts, why you are doing certain things, what makes you an artist, why are you doing it, what is your purpose, because I learned that from Bach and it helped me so much already, to just be really reflective about the things that you do, also maybe in real life, but in artistic spaces I do think it's good as a performer, as a maker, to question, and it's allowed. And the third thing, drink water.
Time is gold, drink water.
Time is gold, drink water. I mean, yeah, maybe the last one is like also to enjoy the things that you do, and it's like, again, super cheesy, but I do think sometimes if we forget that it's also about enjoying, about having fun, especially with, like, for me, when I reconnect with street and club style culture, for me, when it's about fun and enjoying and freedom, it gives you something that I sometimes the dance field, I think, misses a bit. It's very serious, and I do sometimes think we can find a balance where fun is invited.
Keep playing, find your fun. If you don't find, if you're doing something that's not fun to you, trust me, stop doing it.
Yes.
It's not for you. You're gonna just, I don't know, have a mental
breakdown.
Mental breakdown, and save yourself from that.
Yes.
But that's I think that's it for
that's
this
a wrap.
episode. Like,
Damn.
An hour, like crazy on time. I usually go like way further than this, like sometimes. But it's crazy how time flies.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
When I looked, I was like, what the fuck is it, 50 minutes?
Yeah, it is.
But Frann, thank you for gracing us with your presence on this podcast. Thank you for sharing everything, your story, all the juice that you've laid down on this pod.
Yes.
I hope everybody took notes, and there's any last thing you want to say you're gonna check out?
No, just enjoy life.
Be you.
And be you. Exactly.
Yeah, be you little fucker. But it's been me, CJ. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and
thank you.
Right here. And again, thank you. And maybe later on soon we'll see her again.
Yes.
See. But it's been me, CJ, Frann. We're checking out.
Bye.
Peace. I think this is it's playing. Don't know when it's gonna end.
Yes. It ended.
I'm on point.
Damn.
Yeah. Wait, let's stand up for the camera real quick beside each other. I want to roast myself.
Oh my.
You ready? Oh, wait. Let's pull this out. Ready? Yeah, people, I'm that fucking small. You cannot even see Frann on the frame. And I'm just like on my tiptoe. I'm even like wearing a Doc Martens.
You're like in Dr. Martens.
See how thick that sole is? But bye, motherfuckers.
Damn. The roast.